Hey everybody. No, it's been a while since I've had the chance to do a review, but I'm gonna try to make up by doing a couple tonight. So let's get started with the first review. Tonight I'm going to test out a just released version of TrendMicro Titanium Internet Security 2012. So I went and downloaded the newest version. Open up the user interface here. It's 5.0.1280. So as you can see, we have the latest updates, whatever that is. It comes with some tools here, some parental controls, data theft prevention, security rates, system tuner. Get yourself a little bar graph. If you want to look at stats, scan options, settings. Basically, I'm just going to leave everything, of course, just like it is. We'll go through some of the quick settings here. Web threats, advertisement blocking, but that's not checked from the factory. Activate Windows Firewall Booster, exception list, other settings, system startup proxy. Fairly simple settings, nothing too, crazy. You can even change the skin of it if you want. So you can go, oh, what if I want this one? So you can change it. Really not a big deal to me what color it is. Alright, so let's just get a quick idea here of what kind of usage we get out of it. Now, I've heard some people say that it's fairly heavy on the system, and people have noticed some slowdowns, and it does look like it's pretty heavy right now. We'll see by the end of the test if this has gone down or not, but right now it's using like 58 megs. That's fairly high. Most good suites these days use about 15. So this one's a little high. Maybe it'll go down. Sometimes they do that when you freshly install a program. So let's open up Internet Explorer here. I have some links and I have some viruses in folder. So we're going to start out with the links and then go from there with the viruses. Now last time I tested this, um, it did good in the detection of the links, but it didn't do that good with malware that was on the system. Okay, so that one was blocked. Now I can open it even though I I can ignore the warning, or you can still open it. We'll do like half of these and we'll just see what happens, and then the other half I'll ignore it and see if it can detect it too. So I think that's a good compromise. Okay, that one got blocked. So did that one. And that one. Okay, that one doesn't work anymore. And that one got blocked. Okay, that one doesn't work. Bueno, none of these want to work anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to ignore this. Alright, now let's see what it does. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so that was kind of interesting. But okay, we'll see how it does here. Now this one has, I think, it's 294 items. So let's see what it does when we unzip it. And let me pause and I'll be right back when this is done. Alright guys, so I've done this scan a couple times and I noticed something really interesting. I've scanned and it says potential threats found 74, resolve threats. Okay, and then I click on it and it just says detected. Okay, so there's a threat there, but there's nothing, there's no settings that I can see anywhere that I can change. I'm right clicking on it, I'm left clicking on it, and then I just hit close and the threats are still there. See, I'll do it again. Right click, scan, and while that's doing its thing, see, this number keeps going up every time it finds a threat, but it doesn't do anything about it. So we're going to look in settings here. Let's see. But I don't see anywhere that I can change anything. Yeah, see, there's no settings that you can change that I can get rid of those. So it finds them as threats, but I can't do anything about it. It's really weird. So anyway, well, what I'll do is I'll just minus that number, I guess, from 207, and we'll see what we're left over with. I think it was 74. Yep. So 133 is what we're left over. So it's 294. So it had a detection of 54%. Definitely not. And technically it's not even that much, because it's 207. I'm really giving it the benefit of the doubt here because it's not doing anything. Alright, so let's pick some malware here. And we'll see what happens. this one, and I don't know, this one. And we'll call that good. Yeah, look at all those right around in the background. I don't trust TrendMicro anymore. I mean, they used to be good a long time ago, but ever since this cloud thing came up, it did nothing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart. And see what happens, and then I'm going to do a scan and see if it finds anything. So I'll be back with the results from the scan. Alright everybody, I'm back. I fell asleep last night while the computer was running in the background, so I'm going to finish up this review this morning. Basically, the final scan finished, and it said it found 164 threats. So let's hit details here and see where some of these were. So I just don't get some of these. Okay, some of these say detected, some say removed. Okay, that's fine. That's just a zip file and a couple of things here. So and a temporary internet file. So I really don't get, it detected it but it didn't remove it, or what? I don't understand that. And you saw we looked last night for any settings or anything that you could set, and there wasn't anything there. Okay, so that being said, so it ran a full scan. Now I'm going to run CCleaner to remove any temporary files or anything like that. And then we're going to run Malwarebytes, and we'll see what that finds. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to install Malwarebytes and run a scan. So I'll be back with the results when that's done. Alright, so Malwarebytes finished scanning and it found 244 things. Okay, let's see what they are. Let's arrange them. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a Trojan right there, stolen data, potentially unwanted program, backdoor, and my web search adware for the rest of it. Yeah. So let's remove these, and then we're going to do a scan with Hitman Pro. Now I'm going to restart because we do have a couple of memory processes there. So I'm going to restart this, and then I'll be back after the Hitman Pro scan. Alright, so I rebooted and I was installing Hitman Pro, and TrendMicro blocked Hitman Pro. So that's interesting. So even though it's signed and everything, its behavior blocker didn't do that well. Just wanted to show you guys that, so I have to go through the install again. So alright, so Hitman Pro finished scanning and it didn't find anything. So final thoughts on TrendMicro. Well, what can I say? It is not that good in my opinion. Not only does it use a decent amount of system resources, it just didn't do much of anything. It had a really low detection ratio, even when I gave it some, and I was being generous because it just said detected and it couldn't do anything about them. And I couldn't see anywhere where it would let me change anything like that in the settings. It still, I think, only detected 50%, and it didn't stop infections from happening at all. So what can you say? I'd recommend trying something else, and I mean that's the best thing that I can tell you. So hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll upload them all later. So everybody take care.